Hey guys, Kate Tad here, and today I will be reading my Common App essay. So before I start reading, I spent a lot of time working on my essay. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is start early and just revise, because that's how I got mine to a place that I am really happy with it. Here's the prompt. Some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. For the Common App, there's a bunch of prompts you can choose. I just recommend talking about something that's meaningful to you. And if you want me to do a full video on Common App essay tips, then just comment down below. Here we go. I never had a black teacher until my 9th grade physical education class. After 10 years of public schooling, I had my first teacher whose race matched mine. Since I grew up in a primarily white city and was placed in honors classes, which few minorities are recognized for due to negative societal pressures, I was practically alone. Alone against the harsh stereotypes that many imposed on me. Alone when someone said, "You act white," when they truly meant, "I am quiet, I dress well, I am intelligent, I am not poor." In order to fit in, I neglected and ignored my culture. Friendships are hard to form when people cannot look past their own preconceived notions of what an African American girl should be. To avoid falling into a stereotype, I dismissed any experiences that would allow others to typecast me regardless of my own preferences. When I was informed my hair was strange, I suppressed my curls through chemical straightening. The chemical burns on my scalp attest that I was committed to a westernized notion of beauty. Instead of trying to find myself, I tried to identify myself as a non-racial entity, completely unattached from my lineage. No matter how hard I tried to separate myself, I still felt people connected me to my parents' home, Ethiopia. To them, I am not an American, but a foreigner, even though America is my native-born home. I have been called not a friend, but a black friend. I am not a valuable addition to the team, but a diverse one. I attempted to be the perfect friend and the most vital addition to be worth more than coloration in a dull picture. The most painful discrimination is not when someone informs me that they do not associate themselves with black people. No, it is the small microaggressions I receive that are so subtle I barely notice. It is the speculations of my personality, the mispronunciation of my last name, and being called the name of other black girls. Any sense of individuality I might have is destroyed and cheapened. These supposed confusions demonstrate the lack of value placed on minorities. The presumption to have an accent and do drugs establish low expectations. It is easier to accept the common belief that being black is synonymous with being noisy, or penurious, or simple-minded than to challenge it. These offenses are detrimental to self-worth and continues to single out minorities. Entering a more diverse high school, I learned to not allow cliches dictate my life. Instead of overlooking my own interests and tastes, I began to figure out my own identity. The conventional image of a cheerleader is white, unintelligent, and bad-mannered. Now, while pursuing my own interests, I broke all these perceptions when I became a varsity cheerleader my sophomore year. My junior year, I joined a memberless, unheard-of HOSA club. To honor the end of Obama's presidency, I started mine by stepping up as president of the club for the 2 years before my graduation. To increase the low number of African American women in business, I became the reporter for FBLA. My plan of owning a private practice later in my life was strengthened through this action. My mother began to teach me Amharic, my parents' native tongue, thus allowing me to appreciate my Ethiopian culture further. Perhaps my children will see other African Americans as teachers, CEOs, doctors, lawyers, and every other career they may aspire to be. My race is unavoidable, valuable, and essential to my identity. It is both what can hold me back the most and what pushes me forward the hardest. I am American. I am Ethiopian. I am a cheerleader, student, and future doctor. I am intuitive, ambitious, optimistic, and funny. Most importantly, I am more than a stereotype. So that's my Common App essay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you want to see next. Click that subscribe button if you want to see more content. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!